sports world, we know it as college basketball season. And I'm right here with the women's head coach, Coach Kelly Britsky, with her 5th year here at GSW. Good to see you, Coach.
Good.
You guys have an exhibition game under your belt. Tell us a little bit about some of the new players that you brought in this year.
Okay, we have Shanidra Lockett, who is a transfer from Middle Georgia. She is a guard that comes in with just a tremendous amount of athleticism. She can get to the basket. She can shoot the three. She's really just can do anything she wants to do. And she brings quite a bit of spark and speed to the team. We have Tiara Thompson. We call her T. She's from Santa Fe Community College. Excellent 3-4 player. Actually could play the 1 through 5 if she wanted to. Great shooter. Has had a little injury at the beginning of the season, so she's kind of coming off that. But she had an excellent game against UAB. Had 18 points out there. Really lit it up. But trying to get her back in shape, coming off the injury. So that's probably been her biggest obstacle at this point. We have several freshmen that have come in and really pushing the bar, and we're just excited. The one thing that's great about us is we have several returners this year. Unlike last year, we were all brand new except for
Right.
2. We've got kids coming back that know what the Peach Belt is all about, and kind of have set the tone of how hard we need to work and what needs to be done. And as a coach, that has been nice at practice to have those experienced players.
Well, yeah, since you did bring that up, we know you have 2 seniors,
Mm-hmm.
5 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 5 freshmen. Yeah, you don't have a relatively young team. You have sophomores and juniors. So how do the upperclassmen help the freshmen out this season?
I think the expectation of hard work is probably the biggest thing. They know the intensity that practice needs to be. They know how hard we need to work, how hard we need to lift weights, how fast we need to go, and they can push the freshmen to step up their game a little bit. Understand that defense is going to be faster than they've ever seen before, and your shots are going to have to get off quicker. I think that helps a lot. Also, just the transition of knowing what we as a coaching staff expect. They can head off any problems or issues and kind of say, hey, we don't do that, or this is how we do it, and I think that makes a big difference.
All right. Well, how do you get your team to play at a high level and compete?
Well, one of the things we do is we try to keep practice moving and keep it intense, but we're also bringing in this year some guys as practice players. So that we can practice against people that are bigger, stronger, and faster than we are. And that really helps out a lot. You can kind of put your team against the guys, run your stuff, and have them try to break it down or try to defend us or run their offense. And that helps us get up and down the floor a little quicker, defend quicker. We push our practice players to really get after us on defense and make sure that there's no easy pass and no easy entry pass to the paint. And I think that's helped us bring the intensity level up. And we're going to continue to use these guys, and we appreciate them spending the time with us. But I think that really helps us, and it kind of makes it a little fun to not play each other all the time. You get to this point in the season, you're kind of tired of playing your teammates. And to get after somebody else makes it a little fun.
All right, well, what are the overall expectations and goals for this season?
Well, I think we're going to be, a lot better than we were last year. I think last year was a big disappointment with some injuries and some just youth that really came and gave us some difficulties. We have Jasmine McSwain returning, who was just a phenomenal freshman last year. I think should have been the freshman of the year in the Peach Belt. I think she kind of got robbed there. But she's coming back, and she's a different player. She has transformed her body, her mind, and she is just on a different level this year. So we're excited to see what she's going to do. I think that we're going to kind of get back to where we're competing in every game, and we have an opportunity to get to the conference tournament. And by the time that we grow from November to conference tournament, I think we have a chance to be really competitive and maybe to make some things happen this year.
Well, that sounds great. I'm actually looking forward to seeing you guys out there on the court. We're going to switch over just a little bit. Coach Britsky was inducted to the LaGrange College Sports Hall of Fame. Just tell us a little bit about that.
It was a great honor. I coached at LaGrange College for 10 years. I coached volleyball and basketball and a little softball in there as well. but the majority was basketball. And it was a great honor. To me, it not only honored me, but all the players that had played for me and my assistant coaches and all the hard work that we had put in there. It was a great weekend. Got to go back and see people that I hadn't seen in years and kind of rekindle those old relationships and see how people were doing, and heard a lot of great things from my players. When you do what I do, you work with kids all the time and you're on them all the time, and it's not till usually when they graduate and they grow up and they realize that, that you weren't just getting on to them, that you were trying to teach them life lessons, and heard back from a lot of those players, and it was a fun time. It really was. All
right, well, switch over just a little fun here. Give us your 2 favorite TV shows or shows you like to watch.
Okay. Kind of addicted to Chicago Fire. Like Chicago Fire, like the drama of it. I have family members that are in, that line of work, so I guess it hits home, and I enjoy that. And believe it or not, I'm addicted to Shark Tank. I like Shark Tank. I guess because I'm looking for that one idea where I can make my millions, So I'm watching Shark Tank and I'm trying to get some ideas, and I sit there and I say, I should have had that idea. But I like Shark Tank.
That's a good show. I've watched it before. I like that show. We did a little bit of college football here since we are in college sports. Give us your prediction. Let's go national championship. Who do you think it might be between?
Well, I'd love to see. Now, I'm kind of an Auburn fan, and we've come a long way this year. Okay, yeah. We've come a long way. I'd like to see us knock off Alabama before they get there. But the perfect national championship game would probably be Alabama and Oregon. I'd like to see that. I would like to see that game. I'd like to see, all the talk, all smack about, fast versus strong and all this kind of stuff. I'd like to see who would get that done. But now if Auburn can get in there, can knock down the Tide, I'd be okay with that too.
Sounds good. Yeah, everyone's waiting for that Alabama-Oregon matchup. Or it could be maybe Alabama-Florida State.
I was gonna say if you're an Noles fan now, you're looking for Alabama too. Yeah.
True, or you never know what can happen these next few weeks. But it's pretty much all the time we have for right now. But catch the Lady Canes in action November 12th, 6 o'clock right here in the Dome against Truett McConnell. And also, any more sports athletic information you need to go to www.gswcanes.com. Say it one more time, www.gswcanes.com for more sports information. And come out and support the team this year. I'm Jeffrey Malloy.